Hey bass fishing friends, what is the most versatile rod for a new bass fisherman in the year 2024? Or what is the rod and reel combination that is most likely going to win the most events, professional fishing events in 2024? It's simpler than you might think, and we'll talk about it next. If you're a new bass fisherman, you don't need a lot of expensive gear, and really you can start off, if you had to buy one rod and reel, it's going to be the rod and reel combination that will likely win the most professional fishing events in 2024 in any bass fishing circuit. I'm not going to pitch any particular brand here today. Rather, we're going to talk about the individual components so that you can go out and shop what's best for you. We're going to start off with a medium action spinning rod with a fast action tip. So you want a 6-foot 6-inch to 7-foot 2-inch medium action spinning rod with a fast action tip. We want the medium action spinning rod because it gives us the widest range. When you get it with a fast tip, you get a little bit of stiffness in the tip, and then you get the bend of the medium action. The parabolic bend and the fish fighting power, right, that's in that medium action. You're going to actually get that to help you land big fish, and all while using smaller baits, right? So that's the idea of the medium action with the fast tip. The fast tip allows you to use some lures that might be a little bit heavier, that you might need a little bit casting power for, but then the medium backbone in this thing, the flex in this thing, is going to allow you, in combination with the spinning reel, to be able to reel in a big fish. And you're going to catch big fish on this. That's why I said not only is this a good rig to have for a beginner, because you can throw a wide range of baits. You can throw small crankbaits on this thing, you can throw small spinnerbaits, you can throw topwater plugs like chug bugs and small whopper ploppers and things like that. So this will handle a wide range of baits all the way down to small jigs, wacky rigged hooks. Just a wide range of lures can be handled by this. And my Ned rigs, I got on here, I've got on here right here a jig and a Ned rig and a spider grub. Wacky rig, my wacky rig rod is set up similarly. So I usually have several of these rods, but if I was a beginner, a brand new fisherman, and needed one rod, this would be the one I'd get. Okay, for the reel, you want to use a 2000 series spinning reel. Many will say a 2500 to 3000. I don't go that big. I like the ergonomic design of the 2000. I can reach it real easy with my finger to make those quick casts. I have all my setups the same for it, so I'm not switching back and forth between sizes. And really, other than some isolated applications, the 2000 is the most versatile in my opinion. I get it in as high a gear ratio as I can. I can always slow down. You can't really speed up. So if I can get a high gear ratio, I always go to the highest. On my spinning reels, I'm going to be using an X8 minimum braid, and then I'm going to be pairing that up with a fluorocarbon leader, matching the type of fishing that I'm doing. And I'll use a double uni knot from my braid to my leader connection, and my leader will run from the base of my reel all the way back up my rod length down to my hook tie, which usually gives me about 14 feet a leader for every application, and I'm matching up the weight of that for what I'm fishing for. I can get a couple different fluorocarbon sizes and one braid size, and I'm set to fish for the year. So again, one braid, one medium action spinning rod, one 1000 series fishing reel, and a couple of different fluorocarbon weights for leaders, small spools, and you're ready to fish anything through the whole course of the season. So make no mistake about it, you don't need 35 rods on your deck, or in the case of a beginner, you really only need one rod and reel setup to get started, and you can do that probably for under 150 bucks, maybe even under 100 bucks if you wait for some deals, and get a very good beginner setup to be fishing for bass, the same setup that a professional fisherman is going to grab in 2024 to assure themselves a check or a high placement or a win in one of the professional fishing tournaments this year. Spinning rod's probably one of the most, if not the most important tool in bass fishing right now, and it's because of the finesse nature of getting pressured fish to bite. Catch fish as a beginner to start out with, you can get bit more using some of these finesse techniques. The spinning rod setup is the MVP of bass fishing at the current time. If you're a beginner, get yours set up and you'll be ready to fish like the pros. Hey, I'm always willing to turn over every stone to help you catch more fish. I hope you find this tip helpful, and we'll talk to you next time on the water.